Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking because the Twitch family has spoken out. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me, free to subscribe to this channel, Anonymous Tea, free to subscribe to my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to subscribe, or follow rather, on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow on the Instagram, on the Instagrammies, at Anonymous Reality Tea. It is free to share. It is free to, repost and all the things. We're almost at 20K, y'all. I'll make a deal with y'all. If we get to 20K, I'll go live. But you gotta share the video. So we are talking in this video about the Twitch family, the Steven Twitch Boss's family. They're speaking out. They've got the exclusive with GAYLE King, and let's talk about it. So, essentially, they have some, thoughts on this memoir, and they said the following. They said that they were caught off guard by some of the intimate details that were revealed about the dancer and longtime Ellen DeGeneres show DJ by his widow and Allison Holker's newly released memoir, This Far, My Story of Love, Loss, and Embracing the Light. In an exclusive TV interview with CBS Mornings, co-host GAYLE King Boss's mother, Connie Boss Alexander, and his youngest brother, Dre Rose, spoke for the first time since his 2022 death by unalive at the age of 40. They said their relationship with Holker, whom Boss married in 2013 and shared 3 children with, has become strained amid the promotion of her memoir. Holker had a preview of her memoir, and, it was the People magazine's January cover story. I think people deserve the ability to share their story. I get that. But to how it was presented and how it was on a cover of a magazine and there was a public, launch or campaign about it, we shouldn't have to find out about it in the media. We're a family, Dre Rose told King in a sit-down interview at the Alexander's home in Arizona. Dre Rose said family members were caught off guard by the recent media headlines. Holker's memoir includes personal revelations from Boss's private journals and details of their final days together. Desire just to feel closer to him. Both Alexander and Dre Rose said that they'd rather read Boss's journals to have a clear understanding of what he was going through. Just to feel closer to him, that these are his thoughts, said Alexander, adding that she would like to know more about who he was and who he was thinking, what he was thinking from time to time. Dre Rose said that he would like to read the journals and it's all in its entirety. I think those journals will tell you a lot. I think there's things in those journals that are good and bad, but I also believe there's journals about his personal life, his marital life, that are in there. Dre Rose said, I feel that if there has been, some cherry picking of things from the journal to reveal or share, and if we're just going to be completely honest, talk about it all. In an Instagram story posted on January 8th, after the People magazine article about Holker's book was released, Holker said in part, I want to be clear that my only intention in writing the book is to share my own story, as well as part of my life with Steven to help other people. And then there's the full exclusive. And y'all, this book is getting dragged on the Amazons, right? It is getting, I think the last time I checked, it was getting 1 star and everything else. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look at all. But now I think the bots have come in. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Because it was 1 star. It's still ranking 2.6 out of 4.0, but there was several 1 stars in the comments, y'all, basically saying that she's elite. She's trying to copy, or not copy, but basically profit off of his death and everything else. And now the people have come in that, oh, she's so inspiring, da 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 da. But something else that I wanted to point to as well is this comment that was from somebody who has also been covering this from the beginning. I wanted to get into their caption of what they said as well. And this is a shout out to Without a Crystal Ball. So, because they've been covering all of this since the start as well. And so what they said in their caption is, I think they knew in advance that Gayle King had the exclusive with Stephen Twitch Boss's mom and brother about the concerns. And they also said as well, because I think there's going to be 2 segments of the clip. So the first clip aired today, but there's going to be another clip that's going to air on Tuesday. And so she's exclusively saying that the family has read through the book and feel that there's a lot of fabrications throughout the book. And basically the most shocking part of what they said is in the book is that Allison is using other people's stories and trying to share them as her own, basically taking on other experiences other people have gone through to make it about herself so that she can be the person who is receiving all the praise. She could be the person that is looking like the person who is the pillar of strength, who is the pillar of, all of these things that she has overcome and undergone. But really, it is somebody else's life work. So did ChatGPT write the book? Like, I'm just confused. And so basically her claims about anything pertaining to Stephen should not be trusted, should not be believed, because you have a situation where you supposedly moved on to this married man at the time who's your new man. You supposedly are talking. So I'll give you an example. Supposedly she's talking about in the book how Stephen still talks to her and how the house shakes and all this and that, but you sold the house a couple months after he died. You sold the LA house or wherever in California y'all were at. You moved to Utah. So what do you mean things around the house still remind you of Stephen if y'all not even in that same house? And then you're trying to lie and say that he's okay with everything and that you saw, a psychic or a tarot reader or whatever. No. No. And for the people who are like, oh, this isn't our business, we shouldn't need to mind it, listen, what if this was your brother? What if this was your uncle? What if this was your cousin and whatever else, nephew? What if this was your loved one? Would you have those same thoughts? If somebody, decided, hey, I'm going to make you all sign non-disclosure agreements before you can even enter the funeral. Hey, as the parent, I'm going to make sure that you sign a non-disclosure agreement before you can even, look at his DEAD body. Hey, I am going to make sure none of y'all can say anything because I'm going to be the one to preserve his legacy. I'm going to be the one to make sure everything's intact, only for less than a couple of years later to come out with this hit piece of a tell-all book with allegations that nobody ever knew of and nobody ever knew of existed. And they only found what caused his ultimate death in the actual autopsy report. No signs of drugs, no signs of any type of recreational drugs or any type of other substances or anything. But now all of a sudden you got all this tea to spill because you want to sell a book. And very foul that the family has not seen any access to this journals. You know that they're grieving. You know that they're struggling. There's already issues. They can't see their own grandchildren, their own niece and nephews and all the things. You're doing all this blocking and having the audacity to put in the book that the open casket is a quote-unquote African-American tradition. Like, make it make sense. And the audacity to release this Black History Month. The audacity of it all. And you don't think that Twitch's family has a right to speak out and defend his legacy and defend his name if you're coming out with all these random stories that have never been heard of before? Can you make it make sense? So there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.